Hi, my beautiful friends. This is Jessica from Good Vibrations, bringing you a conversation between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I hope that you'll stay and become a permanent addition to the Good Vibrations community. On every Wednesday, I drop messages from your person here on my YouTube channel. And every Sunday, I drop a Twin Flame Journey reading, okay? And the third video is kind of a spontaneous video. If you would like to join me on my other platforms, such as Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, even Facebook, you can go into my description box and you will find all the information, including my website, okay? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. We will begin with the Divine Masculine's energy. If you are a new viewer, please note that it is your responsibility to determine whether you are the feminine energy or if you are the masculine energy within this reading today, okay? Because it doesn't really matter what gender you are. We are all embody the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, the Yin and the Yang, okay? It's part of the learning process here in the physical realm to learn how to balance the scales, basically. All right, so let's see. I'm trying to figure out what cards to use. I probably should have figured that out before I started. Tarot cards is really what I'm holding on to. I know which cards I'm going to use. Let's see how energetically where the Divine Masculine is now, and then we will start with the conversation. A lot of the Divine Masculines are in toxic connections, work-related connections, toxic environments, okay, that are just not really healthy for them. They feel bound to whatever career that they're in, and they feel like it's, you know, what they have to do to bring income in, monetary gain. All right, energetically, the masculine could be like traveling, moving. He's moving forward very quickly, okay? He's taking action very quickly, action towards whatever he needs to be taking, okay? It doesn't mean that he's taking action immediately towards the Divine Feminine. It could mean that, absolutely. This is the second fastest moving card in the tarot. So things are moving very rapidly for this Divine Masculine that is here energetically in the present moment. Wherever he's moving to, wherever he's quickly heading to with full speed ahead, I'm definitely feeling like it's going to be a very positive, successful move in the correct direction forward on their journey. Okay, let's see what the feminine's up to, okay? Let's see what the feminine's up to. Let's look at her energy. Conversation between the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. I do this once a month, okay? So we have a conversation between them once a month. I also look into the energy of both the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine once a month so that we can see where they're at. The Divine Feminine, wow, there is some type of communication happening. So both the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine could be possibly communicating with each other here in the physical realm, but they could also be communicating with each other through the ethers, through a different plane, telepathically, because there's a lot of messages going back and forth here. Okay, the feminine is you know, I don't know where she's heading, but there is a new beginning here for the feminine. What I like here is that both the divine masculine and divine feminine are moving forward. Okay, so this is great news. It may not seem like it's a really big deal, but it's absolutely a very big deal, okay? Because both counterparts are facing the same direction. They're both moving forward. The feminine seems to be very enthusiastic and seems to be in a place where she's very optimistic that a lot of the things that she's trying to manifest here into the physical world are manifesting, okay? She also may be traveling because both these cards are connected to travel. So I really like this for both the divine masculine and divine feminine. And, you know, I'm not sure that the feminine is traveling towards the masculine. As you can see, that page is turning away from this. So the feminine may actually she may have blocked communication between the divine masculine, okay, and her, because she has her back towards the divine masculine in the present moment, okay? She's thinking about her future. She's thinking about manifesting. She feels optimistic and inspired to, you know, do something new, something spontaneous, but she does have her back turned to that divine masculine's messages coming in. So this could mean, divine feminines, that you are particularly not at this time listening to the telepathic messages that you're receiving. Okay, you could have your back turned to those telepathic messages. You could also have your back turned to receiving any messages in the physical realm. Okay, because the whole twin flame journey is not about, it's out of this world type of journey. Okay. It's not realistic, it's not logical, it's not practical, okay? It's just not. It's not considered to be part of the norm here in the physical realm. Let's see what these two are up to. Look at that heart that just blew into the center. I like that. Let's see what these two are up to. Yeah, things are really looking up for the divine feminine. I mean, look at the way this page is kind of, look at the face. The face, they're looking up. So I like this. I'm feeling a sense of excitement, okay? I'm feeling a sense of excitement for both of you, actually, both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So there's excitement. There's something new. Things are moving quickly, changing quickly. 2023 is going to fly by so quickly. Before you know it, we'll be back in the holiday season. Okay, so together, the divine, it's interesting because that heart blew right there, and then all of a sudden, we did get the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this communication that could be coming in, because both the divine feminine and the divine masculine are feeling a sense of heartbreak, a sense of pain in their heart, okay? And that may be the message that's also coming through, guys. That message may be coming through that, you know, there could be an apology that comes in. But what the biggest energy hit that I'm receiving at this present moment is that both the divine feminine and the divine masculine are healing, okay? And, you know, it can be a little bit difficult to hear this over and over, because you hear that both the divine masculine and divine feminine are healing, and they can be very frustrating to our human body, okay? But you have to remember, your soul is experiencing a human experience, okay? Masculines do tend to be the matrix person, okay? They're very logical, you know, they're very in the matrix energy, okay? The feminines tend to be the enlightened, okay? It doesn't mean that some masculines, men who are on the journey, are not awakened Okay, they are. Some of them are waking up and they surely are not feminines, but they may be tapping more into their feminine energy at a particular time, okay, to integrate. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the masculine. Let's see what he wants to communicate to his divine feminine. Let's see what the masculine wants to communicate with his divine feminine. Because communication is coming through. This divine masculine wants to communicate. I didn't expect to have such strong feelings for you. I didn't know what to do with those feelings. I acted immaturely. I know this. This causes me stress. I don't know what to do about it. And then we have, I know you have other choices. I know this. I do too. But no one else even comes close to you. I want you. Do you still want me? I like the things that this divine masculine wants to communicate to the divine feminine. I know I have to make a choice. I have intentions to reach out to you, and then I stop myself. I don't know why. Sometimes I just feel frozen, and I'm not sure what your reaction will be. Will you reject me? Are you mad at me? Yeah, I mean, you can clearly see this masculine wants to communicate, okay? It doesn't mean that it's going to happen. They want to take action, but I don't see anything, or I don't feel any, like, I don't feel it coming through physically, but I do feel it coming through telepathically. And when they're coming through telepathically, they're utilizing, energy. Okay, and how they utilize energy is they manipulate this energy through music, okay, through TVs, through reading books, materials. And what they'll do is they will make sure that you see things that remind them of, them, or you will hear phrases or things through books, through TV, through songs that connect the two of you, okay? So that they can keep this bond, this connection alive. But then at the same time, when that happens, the divine feminine here, it tugs on her heart. It tugs on her heart, and it makes her feel like she constantly has this black cloud always following her. Masculine, I'm planning to reach out to you in the future. I'm waiting for the right time, divine timing, I'm telling you. This person, this masculine, is having a huge tug of war in his heart right now, okay? So something is coming between you. Is it another person? Possibly. But what I really feel that is what's interfering here is the mental conflict, okay, of, communicating. Are you going to reject them because they don't want to feel that pain? That's going to cause them pain. Is the divine feminine going to reject them? Is the divine feminine going to speak to them, in a way that they sense, that you're angry or mad, okay? And guess what? Divine feminines have every right in the physical realm to feel mad, okay? And to feel whatever they have to feel. But at the same time, this is a higher level connection, okay? It's much bigger than the traditional connections of just the you know, what we're accustomed to traditionally, you know, regular marriage, going to the church and to the preacher and to the justice of the peace to sign a paper, a contract. Okay. That doesn't mean anything, you know, it does here in the physical realm, but it doesn't mean anything in the ethereal realm. Okay. So it's always very interesting with, you know, if you're on the twin flame dynamic, because you could literally be in a traditional style marriage and be spiritually married to this person, this divine feminine, this divine masculine that you're always watching tarot readings about and trying to find information. And at one time you were either still obsessed over this person, or you have worked through that obsession and have started to really let go and surrender to the universe in full knowledge, understanding that this connection is out of this world. It cannot be logically put into a little box, and it can't be viewed and looked at as a regular, you know, traditional marriage, because this is a very expansive soul telepathic connection here. Okay, so let's move to the divine feminine. Let's see what she has to say to the divine masculine, because she's also sending some type of message back to the divine masculine, even if it's only energetically. And that could be causing the divine masculine some heartache, because, you know, maybe he feels that message, but, you know, I would just like equal give and take between us. It's just that simple. We have, until you can come to me with your whole self, your authentic self. I'm focusing on my career, my work and career right now. I'm focusing on other things. Absolutely. This feminine is definitely focusing on new things, okay? She's moving forward. She's feeling, you know, optimistic, enthusiastic, really feels like she's ready to manifest other things, new adventures. She's ready to move forward. All I wanted was more stability. That's it. To know I could count on you would build trust in a big way. Yeah, absolutely. I do feel that the feminines in the physical realm feel like they cannot trust their counterpart. They can't trust if they are going to, don't rush in here and disappear again. They can't trust if their divine masculine is gonna, you know, come back in and rush back out with that Knight of Wands energy just, you know, running across my mind right now, the visual coming through. They just keep coming in, charging in, and then they leave. And they do that energetically too. They don't just do that physically. Okay? They do that. You know, they come in, they, you know, again, there's that infliction. Okay? For many of you, this is connected to separation, so there is a separation here. All right? Let's see, I'm going to use another deck here. Let's see what this masculine has to say. What I really like about the feminine, she has really worked a lot on herself, okay? And instead of having to climb mountains, whatever obstacles are put in front of her, they're like little small hills now, you know, after all the work that she's done. She's not viewing Oh, wow. You guys, I wish you could have seen how this card came out. I really want to see you again, hold you again, and feel you again. Yeah. That's from the Divine Masculine, okay? I'm hiding my real feelings, not just from you, but from myself. The Feminine was saying, you either come back right without that mask on, or don't come back at all, because I don't want you rushing in here and then disappearing again, which is true. That's what inflicts a lot of pain on the Divine Feminine, okay? And most of the Divine Feminines are just saying no nowadays, okay? Many of them are fully ready and aware to just move forward, to even move it to a different direction, even possibly a different connection, because they're tired of waiting for the Divine Masculine to come right, okay? But Divine Feminines, what you need to understand, if your Divine Masculine keeps rushing in and out, you need to understand that when he's rushing out, you need to figure out why, okay? Meaning the masculine, it rushes in to give you a projection. Remember, these people mirror you. So he's rushing in to give you this projection. And in this projection, again, you're triggered in some type of way, because they come in and out. So the trigger comes back up, okay? So again, that is a cue for you to continue healing what you haven't healed, because every time you're triggered, it's an indication that either you're still lacking boundaries in some type of way, there's still some unhealed, unresolved, and healing's going to be a whole process while you're here in the physical realm, okay? Because you're here learning every day. Every decade, I became a whole new person. So every 10 years, I become a whole new person. People are always shifting, changing, and growing. I mean, if you're stagnating and staying the same and never changing and just living a really matrix life, that's a choice that you made between, you yourself and, but the people who are really working on becoming, highly evolved individuals are always shifting and growing here in the physical realm, okay? All right, so we have, I still have hope for us. So the feminine still feels optimistic about this connection, okay? And she may be feeling like optimistic that there is going to be communication coming in. I feel like you're keeping secrets. What are you not telling me? So the feminine does feel like there's secrets, and I think that this is part of the heartache, that there's secrets, okay? She feels like, oh, okay, they're still keeping secrets. So there's a part of her that is not understanding why, okay? Because it's still part of that mask, all right? And the matrix is where we come to learn about the mask, okay? If we didn't have the matrix, we wouldn't be searching, through the illusion, and the illusion that we're living in while we're in the matrix. So the matrix is here to teach us something about evolution, okay? And it's individually and it's collectively. All right, we have from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. I look at you smiling and wonder if that smile is for me. Another message from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. I'm constantly distracted by thoughts of you when I should be doing other things. And one more for the Divine for the divine feminine from the divine masculine. And we have, I know there's a way we can be together. We just have to find it. Yeah. And a lot of the reason why this hasn't come together is due to a lot of fears. There's a lot of fears. The masculine has suffered some type of betrayal, some type of pain in his life. It's inflicted a lot of pain, and they know that the love that they feel, the connection that they feel is so strong between, you know, them and the divine feminine, that if things were not to work out, if, you know, ties were severed, it would basically leave a forever lasting black cloud over them, a feeling of extreme sadness. All right, so this is going to be from the divine feminine to her divine masculine. Okay, so divine feminine to her divine masculine. You have every quality of everyone I have ever dreamed of being with. I love that. And then we have, I could kiss you all night and it wouldn't be enough. Absolutely. The feminine literally is willing to give up. And this is also one of the reasons that people could be in separation, okay? The divine feminine would truly give up her high standards or her standards, okay? She would lower her standards to be with this divine masculine, okay? And a lot of times that's why many of the people in this type of energetic connection are in physical separation, because that's not unconditional love for yourself, okay? It's unconditional love for the other person. I accept you exactly as you are with all of your toxic qualities, even if they ultimately would seep into my energy. The divine feminine would sacrifice that for the connection. And your higher self is like, no, 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 no. Your soul is like, no, 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 no. Your ego is like, yes, 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 yes. You know, hold on to those wounds, hold on to that trauma, add more to your trauma, add more to those wounds. Oh, yes, 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 this will be a really nice, complicated, toxic connection, because you will self-sacrifice your own needs. And now we're moving away from that through our collective energetically. Neither counterpart should be self-sacrificing their individuality, okay, their own needs for the other person. Okay, well, good. I'll take that one. We have, I've fallen for you hard, so hard it hurts sometimes. Exactly. That is exactly how many of the divine feminines that I connect with feel. They have fallen so hard. It is so painful to be in a physical separation with their counterpart. Okay. And I think that what is let's see some key words for the divine feminine, divine masculine first. Right. That's keyword for the masculine. So if you're a masculine watching this, you should, if you don't feel that you can verbally, physically, in this physical realm, communicate with the feminine, write her a letter and and send it energetically, okay? But you can see that both the divine masculine and divine feminine do want to communicate. There is a desire to communicate. Masculine, I am appreciated. You know, I do feel a lot of the masculine energies currently are not feeling energetically appreciated, okay? And one of the reasons that they feel that they're not being appreciated collectively is because we are currently experiencing a huge ego death, okay? That, you know, we are experiencing an ego death individually through looking at our own shadows, experiencing something that's called termed the dark night of the soul. And through this experience, the masculine energy, the yin and the yang, the masculine is always considered the matrix, and the matrix is made up of ego. The masculine is described through logic and ego, okay? So right now, while this breakdown is happening, and it's not because we're breaking down the masculine, okay? That's the illusion. The masculine is not being broken down, not the divine masculine. The egoic, masculine energy is breaking down so that the raw authenticity of the divine masculine can rise, okay? That divine masculine energy is rising, but through the lenses of linear thinking and our lenses of our humanness, we see this breakdown happening, and it seems like men are being demasculated by feminines. And I'm not saying that isn't happening. What I'm saying is it's pushing those divine masculines to wake up from that deep sleep, wake up from the matrix, okay? Wake up from that ego, all right? And then they become more aligned, okay, as they slowly, wake up and slowly become conscious. Why does it take so long? Because the conscious mind works at a snail pace of light. That's why. The subconscious mind works like lightning speed, but the conscious mind, and that's what logic is, that's where the ego's at, that's where the mind's at, okay? That's where being logical and analytical is at. It's in the level of the conscious mind, not the subconscious mind, okay? So it moves at a snail pace. And then we have one step at a time. The masculine is doing the best that he can, one step at a time. And that's something that the feminine needs to remember. When I first started, creating videos, I would always speak of, what's it called? Profound patience, okay? So divine feminines, if you really want to, be on the twin flame journey, you can exit out at any time. Okay, but if you really want to be on it, you have to know that this is a profound change that's happening internally, okay, between two people. And because they are both in human bodies, they are coming from a, conscious mind. And there are, so the shifts will happen at a snail's pace until both of you start becoming more and more conscious. And that subconscious, you start changing your belief systems within the subconscious, reprogramming that subconscious. The quicker that can be done and healed, the more movement you're going to see, okay? Let's see what there's that feminine. She's saying she wants a new beginning. That page of wands is a clear indication that there is a new beginning coming for the divine feminine. Something's changing. Something's shifting. Wow. Forgive them. I feel like the divine feminine, look at this, the divine masculine, I am appreciated. Divine feminine, forgive them. I think that the masculine is saying, please forgive me. I want to feel like you appreciate me, because at this time, I think that the feminine is holding on more to sadness, grief, and pain, and that's transferring to the divine masculine, and he doesn't feel appreciated because in the physical form, the masculine energy may not be showing like compassion for the projections or the way that they're sending, you know, information to the feminine through the ethers, through energy. Okay. And perfect. Okay. I like this. I feel like really like the feminines are starting to understand that one step at a time. Think that they everything's where it should be. It's in perfect timing, divine timing, you know. So they're starting to, you know, come to terms that everything is happening as it should. And I like that. I really, really feel good energetically where both the divine masculine and the divine feminine are heading towards, okay? Remember, humans are usually more, you know, in their conscious mind. So the shifts, the lessons, the wisdom, it happens at a snail pace rate. Doesn't mean you have to wait, okay? It doesn't mean that you have to wait for the changes. You know, the divine feminine and divine masculine energy reside within each individual. We all embody both, okay? All right, guys, I love you so much. This is where I'm going to leave you. And I will see you next month with a conversation between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Please remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. I love you.